Glenhest Rovers, final league game in the league, big win 6-0. But most importantly, what I need to ask you, describe that goal. Everyone wants to know.
Well, I just took the touch and it opened up for me and I kept going and done a 1-2 around me, and next thing before I knew it, I was in on goal and put in the corner, I suppose.
It's definitely one of the greatest goals I've ever done on live stream, to be honest. It had the touch of Messi and Maradona, Barcelona, you name it. To be honest, if personally watching that goal, if that doesn't get a FIFA Ferenc Puskas award, I don't know what will. But when you see that sort of goal at international level, at Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, it would be headline stuff. But it's what a goal!
Yeah, I'm happy enough. It's by far the best goal now I've scored anyways. I haven't scored too many in my career, so it's nice to have a score sheet. So
moving on to the other goal scorers, Brownie, 30 years old today, opened the scoring. And that got us going, and Kevin Keswick banging into PJ Calvey getting one and Sean Heaney getting one. So how do you sum up the game besides?
Yeah, exactly. It was good to get off to a good start. Brownie scoring and then boys getting on the score sheet. It's good for Kevin to bag a few, and even good for PJ, first game back in a while for this team, and yeah, great day.
And unfortunately you're leaving us, I believe. You're going on a work placement in Belgium and Luxembourg, so wish you all the very best in that.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be watching the live streams for the next one.
So we've Ballyglass at home next weekend in the Junior Cup first round, so that'll be our first game without.
I'll be there next week.
You'll be there next week, sorry.
Yeah, that's the final game now.
Yeah, and we'll be saying a good goodbye to you then, and we'll be looking forward to you next year, and hopefully we'll have a good run in the Cups while you're gone.
Yeah, absolutely. Wish all the best to the boys while I'm gone. I'm sure they'll get on well.
Thank you very much. 6-0, 6 times as many goals in this game as there has been in any other match this decade. From 2020, only 1 goal scored in 3 games. A wonder goal today from Aaron Cannon. A birthday goal from Darren Brownie's 30th. Brace from Kevin Keswick. A strike from Sean Heaney. PJ Calvey's first game for the first time in a few years, and the guest one himself. How do you sum it up?
Thanks for the recap, Kenny, because I remember everyone. It was great to finish the season on a high like that. I suppose after the disappointment of last weekend, pity we didn't come out with a few goals like that last week. But look, it's good to, obviously Glenhest are a fairly resolute bunch, be very physical. As you said there, it's been a while since we got the win against them. So we're delighted with the win, just to finish the season on a bit of a high.
And everyone will be talking about that goal from Aaron Cannon for a long time to come.
Yeah.
It was probably the best goal I've done on live stream, to be honest. It was such a piece of individual magic, the little 1-2 with Brownie and the finish. But it all began well inside our own half when he took the ball, dribbled it up the pitch, and then eventually found Brownie for the 1-2 and sloshed it past the goalkeeper. You just have to wax lyrical about it, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a great goal and a great finish. But like that, the further he went up the pitch, the more I think even the opposition and the defenders thought he was going to lay it off or pass it, but he just kept going and just kept gliding past the tackles. And Aaron has great feet, nice feet for a big lad. He can move and he can play ball. But the finish then was great. But it was a brilliant goal. You won't forget that one.
And to be honest, if that goal was shown in the Premier League or La Liga or Serie A, that goal would be well up there for a FIFA Puskas award. But when you think of this being an amateur football in the west coast of Ireland, and that goal probably would not get the recognition it deserves. And to be honest, I think if FIFA are looking at this video, I think that goal should be one of the nominees for such an accolade to give amateur football the recognition it deserves.
Yeah, I think a few years ago there was an amateur goal that was put up there with the best goals in Europe. But that's the job for you, Kenny. But no, look at even now the last few years with clubs streaming games, and there's been some serious goals, and the quality of goals this year in the Mayo League. Some of them have been fantastic, and like that, like the Mayo, I'm sure this will be up there for a goal of the month, if not goal of the season. And look, for a centre half to get it, I'd be delighted. I hope he gets it, because a lot of credit goes to the guys who might be up top or on the box, who get these opportunities. But it's not often that a centre half can dribble up the pitch like that and slot it home.
True, and it was important to finish off the season on high, which I had on my pre-match notes yesterday on social media, that we wanted to end the season on a high. After what happened last weekend, we did that, and that will give the lads confidence against Ballyglass in the first round of the Junior Cup next weekend. Again, we're all looking forward to, and we hope to get a good run once again in that competition.
Yeah, like we're here saying we're finishing the season on a high, but really it's only starting in another way. Like we've 2 cup games coming up, Junior Cup next week, and we've still the Mayo Cup, the Glenhest Super Cup. So that's the following week. So really, it's the end of the league, but it's not the end for us. We have a lot of football to play, hopefully throughout the winter, and that'll be up to ourselves, up to the lads getting results, and we'll see where it takes us. And before we know it, hopefully we'll be prepping again for the Super League.
And of course, back to Aaron Cannon once more. And after next weekend, he'll be signing off until next June because of work placement in Belgium and Luxembourg. And I'm sure he'll be a big void in central defence for us after such a season he has had.
Yeah, look at it's unfortunate he's to go, but it was a nice way to sign off. Look, we'll have to fill these gaps, and I might even get a few minutes myself. So I might, it's a good thing Aaron's gone for me, maybe.
So that could be a bit of a selection headache for central defenders, but hopefully it'll be a good headache in a way.
It is. Look at James has stepped in there many a time, and we tweaked our formation today a bit. So look at we've a lot of young lads coming in. We'll have to look at some more underratings during the winter. We've got 1 or 2 lads who might be coming back, so yeah, we're losing one, but we might be gaining another 1 or 2 as well. So look, we've plenty of selection headaches ahead.
And of course, the main consequence of losing players is other players getting the chance to fill boots and basically to prove themselves. That's what it's exactly all about, because football is a ruthless business. You can't really be too sentimental and use players. You really want players to come in and step up to the plate.
Yeah, exactly. Look, because there's guys there. Sometimes you'll pick your 11 or you'll pick your squad, and there could be lads just there on the fringes, and sometimes you don't see all these things in training. Sometimes it's only when you get out on the pitch in the heat of the moment, the heat of battle, you'll see what lads are made of. So, like you said, it's an opportunity for other lads to come in, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you very much.
No problem.